Hello everybody! Welcome to another Trusteft Retro Weekend video. This time we have Final Fight for the Atari ST, a conversion of the very popular arcade game released in 1989. There were ports for other home systems, computers and consoles, but I have only played the arcade and the ST versions. I did not originally like either release, even though I gave both more than a fair chance. I know many people love the game, no one is perfect. The game has you as one of 3 player characters trying to save the mayor's daughter from a super duper gang / mafia. You can play as the father of the kidnapped woman, Hagar, the lifelong boyfriend of the kidnapped woman, Cody, or the best friend of the boyfriend and also a friend of the kidnapped woman, Guy, who doesn't know who she is. Each character has different looks and styles in fighting, including different special moves. For this video I used only one, Hagar, and after I finished recording almost 2 hours of gameplay, I'm not going back to show the other characters. I don't care. You will encounter a variety of enemies of both sexes and various complexity of fighting styles. To defeat them you will have to kick, punch, or punch and kick. You can also use one of the melee weapons you can find lying on the ground, like a water pipe or a throw knife. I don't know why it went that way, but I did. There will be multiple opponents at any one time, up to 5 enemies, and it will get at times very difficult. But that is not just the genre, but also real life. Kind of funny how beat-em-ups from the 80s were more realistic than movies ever have. Having said that, most of the fights are down to keep pressing the fire button as fast as possible, or using one of the special moves till the opponent is down for good. Which isn't a bad thing. As with other games of the genre, there is a cathartic feeling playing this game. At least if you are really good at it, or you cheat like I did to record the footage for this video. Graphics wise, the color palette and overall look is one of a kind, in that it is at the same time both garish and muted, detailed and concise. When you start playing the game you might find it even ugly. Yet, the more you play, the more your brain gets used to the graphic design and colors used, and you end up liking the graphics. Okay, the orange theme has definitely helped too. Unfortunately, while the overall performance and animation is for the most part acceptable, the decision to make the side-scrolling move in multiple segments of small quakes makes the game very difficult to visually enjoy. It took me over half an hour to get used to the jerky scrolling and stop wanting to throw up. Not completely, but mostly. The music is not bad, but it is very repetitive and after a while annoying, as much if not more than the jerky scrolling. One of the reasons I won't ever play this game again. One thing I will give this game credit for regarding scrolling, unlike most other games of the genre, you can move back and have the screen follow you, where in almost every other game, once the screen has moved to the right even a bit, it's impossible to go back. This is a seriously good touch from the developers. Gameplay wise, you can increase your health by eating food you find on the ground. Normal. Often the enemies spawn right after another, in waves, without giving you time to move at all. Then you get to walk the level without meeting any enemies, for at least a while. Clearly a part that needed more attention. The frame rate and or responsiveness of the game drops. It gets better the more you get rid of, but overall it is both acceptable and terrible. Weapons, even after you drop them, do not disappear, though they do at the transition of levels. Also the knife disappears after you throw it. And you have only one weapon other than the knife, the pipe. To sum up, the pipe does not disappear after you drop it. I played the game with music on and it was good at first, then became a torture device. I played the game for almost 2 hours straight and after the first half an hour it became painful. I kept it on in case there was a change. There was no change. The one thing that kept me going was that I wanted to finish the game at least once. So after almost 2 hours, I reached the final boss fight. which in my opinion is broken. Since I played it, I have watched other videos of it, and it appears the same BS I experienced, only that they had more patience to win the game. I gave up after 4-5 minutes of this BS. It reminded me of the final boss fight in Double Dragon, only completely unfair. So after 35 years or so, do I still not like this game and I think people who like it are weird? Do I think this game deserves almost none of the adoration it has from fans? Do I think the music is terrible for the length of the game and the graphics are the only thing saving this game? Do I think the gameplay is okay, but there are far better beat-em-ups out there? What do you think? Yes! Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you show desire, and of course let me know of your own experience and opinion on this game, ST version or not. Also, if you want, you can use the coffee link at the description to support me and my channels. Have a good gaming weekend. Stay safe.